Aloha, it's your boy Neglected Gundam, and today I will be scratch building an arm for my master grade Ez8. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to damage my model kit, so I'm gonna make a new arm. And without further ado, let's get started! The first thing that I had done was measure the piece, because we all know the old adage, measure twice, cut once. I'm just going back and checking my work. Add some tape so you can make a reliable template. Cut that out and then make where you're going to cut for the wrist armor. Oh, it doesn't fit? Well, sand it down to size. Just don't oversand it. Next, I'm going to make room for the polycap. Getting the foundation piece right is the most important step. Now repeat this process 55 more times, or at least that's what it feels like. Now that's a tight fit. To bind everything, add thin cement on the entire surface and push the pieces together. I like to push the front down to make the ends even. It's also important to add thin cement around every piece to strengthen the bond. Off camera, I scratch built the wrist armor. Now I size it so it fits properly. And take it from me, it was really cool watching the anime while planning out the damage. After watching this scene, however, I found out that all the inner mechanics are attached to the upper arm. That's an easy fix. I'll just drill out the plastic and keep it for later. Done. Using the Dremel, it allows me to easily reshape the arm and add damage. Using Tamiya putty, I'm going to fill in all the uneven surfaces and make it look like the armor was distorted from the damage. Using the on-side chisel set, I need to add panel lines. Next up is the upper arm. Again, the foundation is the most important step. Remember that piece I cut off a while ago? Well, I reshaped it. Now it's ready to be made into the arm joint. I'm going to Dremel out and pin the pieces together so it's still a working joint. After that is done, I'm going to make room for the polycap piece. I've already done the first 2 plot plates, now onto the surrounding pieces. I'm making room for the pegs on the side, and I cut out the back. The last piece only needs room for the back. Putty everything around the polycap and then cement the plate to the back. Next, I'm going to super glue the outside of the joint to keep the peg in place. This allows me to still get the bend out of the elbow. Then, after reshaping the piece, fill any holes in with putty. After finishing the elbow armor, I used Disp 4mm carving guide scribing tape to guide the next panel. For what I'm going to use it for, I think it came out pretty good. Now I want to get the hands to be able to hold each other without using glue. So I'm going to chop off the fingers and reshape them. In order to get the hands to stick together while cementing them, I used sticky tack. And then to keep this from getting repetitive, I'm just going to show you the thumb and the forefinger. For extra credit, I added some plate to the opening hands so they could hold the weapons better, and they do a great job now. While cutting the plot plate, I saved all the thin shavings so I could use them for wires later. I'm going to test them out and find the ones that I like. Now that I've found the ones that I like, it's time to drill some holes. After the install, I gave the pieces a once-over to see if I like how everything turned out, and I think they came out pretty well. In my opinion, the damage that I was going for came out the way I wanted it to, so I'm pretty satisfied with this project, and I can't wait to continue with it. Just a little backstory on this guy. I think that I made him back in the summer of 2007, and I was doing the Gundam markers while it was still on the runners. I did all that panel lining. and then I put them together and put the original decals on him. So then if you fast forward to 2023, that's when I decided that I was going to give this guy and the Master Grade GIF Custom a full makeover, but now I'm going to be damaging them out in their final fight scene. So that's why this Ez8 is ripping his arm off, because he will be beating Master Grade GIF Custom in the face with it. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, now would be a great time so you can follow my work and follow this build, and also stick around for future builds that I have. And I'm constantly trying to pick projects that I'm excited for. One thing I do want to say about this suit is if you've never built it before, so if you paint your kits and you like to put your kits together first, just remember that this guy does have pieces in the plastic that kind of hook into the other pieces around them, so you kind of have to find leverage to ply them apart. Now, I'm glad that this guy is going to be a damaged build because I had to damage some of those parts to get them apart. So if this was a straight build, those parts would be damaged. Just keep that in mind. And if you like this video today, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to comment about it, I will comment back to you. And if you want to go on this journey with us, go ahead and subscribe, because we have a lot of builds in the future. And until next time, I hope you don't feel that neglected now.